Hi. So you were asking me what RCA is all about. RCA, the reality check approach, is really quite a simple idea. It's about listening to people in their own context, which sounds quite simple. It's not rocket science. It sounds like something that anybody could do, but it is actually surprisingly difficult to do well. How was it first conceived? It was conceived on a rickshaw in Bangladesh in about 2006. Helena Torfin, who at that time was working with the Swedish Embassy, and I were sitting on the rickshaw, and we were pondering about why development projects then seemed to take little trouble to talk to the people that the projects were intended for. That had been done as normal practice in the 80s and 90s, and somehow it wasn't happening anymore. And we thought this was really strange. So we decided that we would do some experiments, and fortunately the Swedish Embassy was able to support us to do this. And we decided to experiment by combining immersions with listening studies. So that was how Reality Check approach was born. And very simply put, it is going and staying with people in their own homes for several nights and days, and just listening, hanging out, chatting with them, and trying to understand their perspective, giving them the space and the time to talk to us, not for us to be asking them questions or having a list of things that we have to find out from them, but giving them the chance to just talk in their own time and explain things, show us things, teach us things, help us to experience things. And this is an unusual approach like that, because most situations we come with interview formats, we run focus group discussions, it's our questions, and we fire them at people and then we go away. But this is an opportunity to really spend some quality time to understand what they think and the context in which they're living. So one of the things that I think we find particularly useful about Reality Check is that there are many people, ordinary people, living in villages, living in slums, living in towns, who never join these more public occasions like focus group discussions or public consultations. They won't do it. They won't do it for a variety of reasons. So we're saying, no, we understand that. We recognize that. We'll come to you, and you tell us, and you teach us, and you share your reality with us. And that's it. What we have found from those humble beginnings in Bangladesh, that this simple idea is really taking off. It's now happening in over 7 countries in the world. And it's helping to inform project design. It's helping to bring back the relevance of projects to people. It's helping to evaluate projects from people's perspectives, not from ours. And all of these must be positives because they're making the projects more relevant. And in the era of the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, we feel that this is particularly relevant because of the byline for the SDGs, leave no one behind. It's really important to get those multiple realities and understand all the differences and the different way people experience change, experience interventions done in their name. And if we can bring those to the policy table, then we're going to get better policies and better programs. And that's the Reality Check.